Hello, I'm Alicia.
And I'm Sarah, and we'd like to share some of the amazing stories we have here at the Historical Society of Pennsylvania, HSP for short.
Here at HSP, we have over 21 million documents, each with its own story. So today we're going to share with you 5 topics that might be of interest to you for your NHD project. We have huge topics like the Civil War and the founding of our nation, but the topics we want to share with you today are stories you might never have heard of. So first, we must head north.
Oh, why did you talk me into this topic? I am not made for cold weather.
Well, the explorers Henry Greer Bryant and Elijah Kent Kane would have felt differently, as they were both Arctic explorers at a time when people thought the North Pole was a warm water sea. We have the personal papers and letters of Henry Greer Bryant, who was the first to explore a frozen mountain in Alaska in 1897. He also helped rescue another stranded expedition trapped in the icy wilderness. It was even funded by the Philadelphia Academy of Natural Sciences. They're kind of a big deal. You should check them out too.
Our second Arctic explorer, Elijah Kent Kane, went on 2 expeditions to rescue Sir John Franklin in 1851 and 52. Unfortunately for Kane, Sir John and his crew had already died by the time he got there. Think a similar situation to the Donner Party from the pioneer days. Also a topic worth looking up. But in the meantime, Kane discovered the Humboldt Glacier and mapped Smith Sound, so other explorers could more easily travel across the frozen terrain. Can we move on to warmer weather now?
Oh, this is like Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh my god, why do you have an eye patch?
More like Pirates of Africa, the Barbary Pirates. These were real pirates that took U.S. merchant ships captive in the hopes of a large ransom.
Well, here at HSP, we have the diary of a man who managed to escape from his pirate captors. His name was Richard O'Brien, and he was captured in 1785 on his ship, the Dauphine. His diary is an amazing account of everything that happened to him when he was with the pirates in Algiers.
I still think the craziest thing is that since he was basically the only guy that knew anything about North Africa, he chose to return as a diplomat.
I wonder if his captors were like, "I am the captain now." It would make a great title on a project on pirates.
Moving on to the late 1800s, in 1882, Herbert Welsh founded the Indian Rights Association to ensure the well-being of Native Americans. I mean, it was about time.
Agreed. Even though the group was more about civilizing the Native Americans, their intentions were good, even though they didn't know much about the culture of the Native Americans. Welsh was able to influence much of the policies made well into the 20th century. We have all the papers of his time documented with the Navajo, Sioux, and Pueblo tribes.
HSP also has the papers of the Indian Rights Association, so it's interesting to compare how little we understood about the Native Americans, even hundreds of years after their first encounter in the New World.
We also have the papers of the missionary Jonathan Baxter Harrison, who documented his time with the Native Americans in the late 1880s. Sarah, what are you doing?
I'm a victory canner. In World War I, women were targeted in a major propaganda campaign to help their soldiers by creating war gardens and to save food so more could be sent to Europe. Women saw signs all the time with things like "Land Army, enroll now" and "Save food to defeat Germany." No use analyzing those meanings.
Well, while some women canned food, others became nurses for the American Red Cross. Edith Madeira was one such nurse. She was the chief army nurse for the American Red Cross Commission. She documented her time through her letters and a scrapbook, as well as talked about the soldiers and civilians she treated. Her letters contain memorabilia and even plant specimens of her time spent in Palestine. She is truly a pioneering woman. While we're on the topic of pioneering women, let me get out my picket sign.
Alicia, what is that?
I'm channeling my inner suffragette. These women did not get arrested, so I could sit by and still not get equal pay. So my sign says I will only pay 77% of my bill because I only make 77% of the wages a man would make.
Well, here in PA, suffragettes made a replica of the Liberty Bell and took it on a tour throughout the state. They called it the Justice Bell and would not let it ring until women gained the right to vote. We have the papers of women like Caroline Kazatzstein and Dora Kelly Lewis, who are both members of the National Women's Party and were known for their more militant tactics when fighting for the women's right to vote. Dora Kelly Lewis was even arrested when she hung a banner outside the White House, accusing President Wilson of hypocrisy. These women were not playing around.
Caroline even continued the fight after women gained the right to vote by promoting the Equal Rights Amendment, which is still not ratified. She also fought for equal pay, again, something that has not happened. Hence, my sign.
So we brought you topics spanning from the 1700s to today, and hopefully we got you thinking about some things you had never heard of before.
Just so you know, this is a very small portion of our collection, so to see more ideas and resources, please check out hsp.org/education and click on National History Day. We hope to see you soon.